A painting that's particularly powerful because of its subject and its dominance within the composition is painting number 9960. This is another Nupje Dola work from Tashilhunpo Monastery, and this piece is depicting the four-armed and the four-faced Mahakala known as Chaturmukha. This is a special practice that came down through the Sakya tradition, and was always related very much to Guhya Samaja and to the Manjuvajra Guhya Samaja tradition of Sakya. But it's also very popular in Tashilhunpo. And so this particular image is really quite striking, with a very powerful, wrathful deity, one large blue face, facing slightly to the left, four arms holding a sword, a curved knife, a skull bowl, and a trident. And he's in a very active, dynamic stance atop what would appear to be a prone figure. And then we have a tremendous display of flames surrounding the body of Mahakala that does not overwhelm the central figure. Sometimes artists will make the flames altogether too much and more powerful than the actual figure that they are trying to frame and visually promote, and it can become overwhelming in some cases. But the artist here has really masterfully kept the viewer's eye on the central figure without overwhelming it with the flames around. Now, at the upper left corner, viewer's left corner, we have what would appear most likely to be a Dalai Lama figure. Now, there's no inscriptions, but at the upper right side, we clearly have the first Panchen Lama. When I say the first Panchen Lama, I mean based on the Ganden Podrong system of counting. There's two different systems for enumerating the Panchen Lamas. And the first one, who became an incarnate Lama within the Panchen Lama tradition, or rather his rebirth became the second, is the Chukyi Gyaltsen, the teacher of the fifth Dalai Lama. When he passed away, then a young boy was discovered, and then they said, oh, he's the incarnation of the Panchen Lama of Tashilhunpo. And then they said, okay, we'll make him the second Panchen Lama, and this will be a new Tulku line. It was only later that the Tashilhunpo monastery, I think it was really in the 19th century, where they decided to come up with a whole list of previous incarnations, and to number them differently. Now, they already had from the late 17th century, they actually had an idea that Chukyi Gyaltsen was incarnated, and they already had some early lists, but they didn't number them. They didn't back number them at that time. They didn't back number them until the 19th century. So anyway, that's a little bit of history. So we have at the top left the Dalai Lama, and the top right we have the first Panchen Lama, and then at the bottom left we have the Tibetan worldly protector, most likely Tibetan worldly protector. There's some discussion about it, but it's a Dorje satrap, and he was supposedly the protector early on for Sangpu Monastery. Sangpu is a very important early monastic and scholastic monastery just to the southwest of Lhasa, and this Dorje satrap is said to be the protector for that monastery. And what his origins are a bit unclear. Even the fifth Dalai Lama writes about it in his Dukla biography, about how a little complicated it is to figure out the history for that protector. And then on the other side, we have a white figure, very well clothed, riding a white horse. And this could very well be Chinkarwa, a mountain god. We'll write more on the HAR website later when there's more time. But so this is a spectacular, detailed, finely done image of the four-face, four-arm Mahakala, and a wonderful example. And we've also added it to Masterworks for this subject, iconographic subject, on the HAR website. So we'll look at some other art. I want to go back and look at some art from the Ernst collection, which was quite a big collection, came up for auction, I think, in 2017. And then I want to go back and look at some of that, because some of it has still not been cataloged, and some of it is really quite good. And we've not done any videos, as far as I'm aware, on the Ernst collection at this time.